It is the Best Spot Kidsmoove, and I'm going to pretend that I am not upset.
Wow, bro. First off, pretending is for children. And on top of that, why would you be mad about a game coming to the PlayStation 5 console, bro? You a grown man. Like, I get it. You starting to look like the nutty professor complaining about eating finger foods. But come on, man. Seriously? You want to call yourself an Xbox fanboy, and yet you is acting like a complete degenerate?
Let's talk about it. So, I guess Nate the Hate, I know this sucks as an Xbox console fan and that fanboy, that fandom.
Excuse me? How does this suck for Xbox? We have the opportunity of playing a AAA game day and date through release through their Game Pass subscription. Okay, the game's not a real exclusive. And neither was Forspoken in Final Fantasy 16. Ain't nobody saying PlayStation losing games. You see what I'm saying? It's the fact, it's the hypocrisy of you fanboys. You people really look at the concept that these consoles actually care about you, when in reality, all they're here to do is make money.
A warrior, enemy, because you kind of...
Well, warrior? Bro, what war are you talking about, bro? You sit at home and play video games. Oh, we're going to sit there with this Andy pants, I'm a man because I'm playing Indiana Jones on my Xbox? Are you serious? Bro, I'm going to tell you something. I just completely destroyed this whole man's career, bro. If you still continue to watch this dude's channel after this video, then there's no helping you, bro. There's a reason as to why you fell off, Kidsmoove. You're not smooth with it, bro. You ain't been nothing but a pony bot. You've been a laughing stock at a weapon wheel for how long? About 10 years now. I mean, you ain't nothing but an Xbox pony clown. For real. Ain't nobody taking you seriously.
Just really don't have anything to work with, right? Why would you recommend an Xbox if all the games are coming to PlayStation? Then you kind of have to turn into like, hey, a Game Pass more.
Really? So what about Forspoken, Final Fantasy 16? Matter of fact, weren't you playing Kenna Bridges about 2 days ago, which happens to be a PlayStation IP? MLB. Is anybody saying these things about PlayStation? So PlayStation could put their games on other platforms and, they still got games. But the day Microsoft decides to do some timed exclusivity, no different than what Sony's doing, there's a problem. You see, I'm going to have to call you guys out on this, bro.
Like, hey, well, buy Xbox to get Game Pass. But can't even rely on that because there's a lot of Xbox games.
Dev mode, backwards compatibility, there's a lot of good reasons as to why the dev mode alone through the emulation is worth paying $500 for an Xbox Series X, NS alone. Okay, so for you people to say that, and on top of playing AAAs, third-party day and dates, come on, bro. Microsoft is providing their consumers with the content so much so that even PlayStation fanboys want a piece of it.
And games that are Activision or Bethesda that are still on PlayStation Plus. Some of those games that are on PlayStation Plus have yet to touch Xbox Game Pass. I'm talking to you, Crash 4.
They probably more likely would come. You guys got to understand that they just finally merged. I'm assuming these games will also drop on Xbox, but why not make money off these ponies? Sony's probably paying Microsoft money to keep those games through their own subscription service. So this also goes to show you that Microsoft is the market leader here because everybody has to go through Microsoft to get games and to do things. That's the definition of a market leader. A market leader is not based around a company selling more consoles than the competition. A market leader is based on the fact like, okay, Sony's putting games on PC, they're putting them on Microsoft's very own Windows operating system. That's the definition of it. Because if it was Sony being the market leader, then everybody would be putting stuff, 1, on their platform, and 2, on their own ecosystem. And on top of that, 3, then PC gamers would have had no problem making accounts to continue to play their PlayStation Helldivers 2 exclusive. But they didn't. So that right there goes to show you that Sony ain't the market leader because you don't hear PC gamers crying about making Microsoft accounts to play Minecraft and stuff. But they got a problem when it pertains to Sony.
You Spiral, it's stupid. So this is, I guess it's not that big of a deal because when Indiana Jones first announced Nobody thought it was exclusive at all.
Okay.
This Indiana Jones, we got the case by case, whatever. It's like, all right, this is
Yeah. So you guys are already was fully aware of this.
One of those case by case scenarios where it is a multi-plat.
Okay.
We didn't find out it was exclusive until the court case, and that's when we found out it was exclusive. Now we're finding out that it's a timed exclusive and a measly 3-month exclusive. I don't understand why Xbox does this to themselves.
Really?
Right? So.
Okay.
While I talk about this video, I'm going to try to speak about clearly why I have beef with Xbox decisions. And
you actually have beef with Xbox when you ain't even out here playing games, man. I see you playing all those easy games to boost up your gamer score. Listen, Kidsmoove, you completely have lost it, bro. This is why your channel has fallen off. This is why nobody takes you seriously anymore, because you don't have no integrity in this community. How are you going to sit, like you just said, nobody thought it was an exclusive. It was also known as a time. So what? Final Fantasy 16, Forspoken, all these games are coming to Xbox. I hope you guys know this. I hope you guys know this. So when you guys are arguing about how consoles have exclusives, I try to tell you that none of this even matters anymore. But you people still holding on to the days of the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. That's not what's going on here.
Multi-platform strategy. Xbox makes consoles like PlayStation makes consoles, and Nintendo. PlayStation sells exclusive games to make their console unique, meaning that only on this console you can get...
Hold on. Are you serious, Kidsmoove? How are you going to say that when Sony's putting all their games on PC? God of War Ragnarok is coming to PC. Ghost of Tsushima. What is you talking about, bro? How are you going to use Sony as an example when they're no different than Microsoft? The fact that Sony put their own games through Microsoft's very own ecosystem, which happens to be Windows, through PC, goes to show you that PlayStation 5 don't care either. How are you going to sit there and call a game an exclusive even though the game is playable on PC? You should know better than this. PlayStation fanboys was mocking Xbox One dudes when y'all had Titanfall on the Xbox One and PC. Talking about it ain't no real exclusive. Well, guess what? That ain't no real exclusive either. Because I don't need a PlayStation 5 to play those games. You should have used Nintendo, but no. Y'all don't want to use Nintendo for some reason because it completely destroys your pony bot narratives.
God of War, Spider-Man, The Last of Us, and stuff like that. So it makes people want to buy into their...
Are you serious? Bro, all those games are on PC! Bro, let's rewind this. Oh, your career is done, bro.
Exclusive games to make their console unique, meaning that only on this console you can get... God of War, Spider-Man, PC. Spider-Man, The Last of Us, and stuff like that.
Last of Us is also on PC.
That's so it makes people want to buy.
You hear this, dude? Bro, you just exposed yourself. And on top of that, Last of Us is on PS3, PS4, and PS5. And Last of Us 2 is on PS4 and PS5, which means that, yeah, I guess you could claim they're Sony exclusives, but they're not exclusives to the PS5 brand. Bro, I just bodied you, bro. Like, I really want him to make a rebuttal on this video, bro, because I'm telling you, bro, you're nothing but a clown to the Weapon Wheel podcast.
Buy into their
Let's
ecosystem, their platform. Yeah, I know their games are going to PC, whatever, but for as far as
So, if you know that, then why do you have so much of a bone to pick with Microsoft?
Console platform, they can do this. Now, they've only made one odd adjustment. MLB The Show, two odd adjustments. MLB The Show, but there's a caveat to that. MLB, that's a licensing thing. And now...
What about Ken Bridges?
The Lego Horizon.
What about that new Predator game that they got dropping on Xbox, Hunting Grounds?
Which is the weirdest thing because they're doing that for the Switch, but not Xbox. So they still see Xbox as
You are saying that, but the first thing you don't realize is how Sony is putting a game on the Nintendo Switch, but they're not even putting it on the PS4. And before you ponies say, oh, they just want to put it on the Switch just to put it on the Switch, though. So why didn't you put it on the PS4? Because if the Switch can run the game, then the PS4 can run it too. So what's the excuse for Sony?
Now, Xbox...
You know what it is? Because PlayStation is tired of the PS4 game. I'm telling you guys, all you guys out there that are still gaming on your PS4, Sony is tired of you. They're telling you to upgrade. They're tired of you not buying their exclusives. They want you to buy a PS5, okay? That's why Lego Horizons didn't drop on PS4. I can guarantee that. So that right there shows you that Sony don't think their community is the favorite regardless. They're trying to abandon you. And you guys are making it hard for them.
Pete's directly with PlayStation in terms of console gaming. Now, Xbox strategy is they still want to be able to own, dominate gaming everywhere else. They want to dominate it on your PC. They want to dominate on your television. They want to dominate on your phone or your tablet, your cloud. They want to do that as well. So they believe their portfolio is more diversified and that they got more reach.
They do.
The problem here is that, okay, console is still really the primary access for a lot of the...
No, it's not. No, it's not, because we live in a different society. We live in an open society, bro. We live in a society where there's no restrictions. Remember, these are the same people where Sony's like, we're not wanting Fortnite to be crossplay because we don't want Xbox dudes to use the God of War skin. And these people have told Sony, you do this, we won't support your platform. And Sony went back and decided to change their decision. Let's not forget that. We live in a different society, bro. We don't live in a locked, closed-in mind anymore. And that's the problem with you 40-year-old individuals that are still console warring at this age.
The hardcore are playing games either on a console
The hardcore don't even matter. Because at the end of the day, the hardcore ain't bringing in the money.
See, they're not going to mobile. They're not streaming it on TV. They're playing it either on their console or their PC. So
we're probably less than 1% of the gaming community, man. I'm telling you, it's that low.
I have an issue with this is because, okay,
tell us, fanboy.
PlayStation is the popular console.
PlayStation is the popular console when the Nintendo Switch is way more popular. On top of selling hardware, on top of selling, Nintendo's killing it in all departments of console gaming, selling exclusives, selling hardware, pushing their service and subscriptions where people pay to play Smash Bros. And Mario Kart. What is you talking about, bro? If you want to sit there in comparison to Xbox, that's fine. But why do you guys act like Nintendo don't exist?
It's the market leader. So there's publishers.
Even Nintendo, of how successful they're not the market leader. Microsoft is the market leader. You have to go through them to get games. That's why Nintendo, out of all people, signed that contract for that Call of Duty deal, because they're the market leader and they understand that Microsoft is in control of things. Just because they don't have more hardware sales doesn't mean that Microsoft's not controlling gaming behind the scenes. Your own live service and subscription is run through Microsoft Cloud. Bro, look it up. Don't take my word. I tell people, don't take my word for stuff. Look it up. Your own subscription service is run through Microsoft. And you want to sit there and say Sony's the market leader. Okay.
They're like, okay, we don't really need to prioritize Xbox or get alone release Xbox immediately, especially if they are on a crunch or a budget. We don't have to release on Xbox immediately.
You guys just want to be mad about something. That's all it is.
But we have to release on PlayStation. So that translates into Xbox either not getting the game or getting the game very late. PlayStation, also as the market leader, can negotiate for games to come first to PlayStation.
Oh, really? Like Marvel's Blade, Indiana Jones, Day and Date. So you're sitting there saying that Sony has the power to negotiate. Okay. But it seems like Microsoft is negotiating bigger and better games, though. What you got? Okay, Wukong. Go ahead. I really want to hear.
Exclusively for PlayStation. Like when PlayStation first party ain't putting out much, they go to Square Enix. They go to a lot of these mid-tier devs or these indie devs and whatnot, and they literally buy out exclusive.
So Microsoft didn't do that for Palworld?
Rights that will
see, I'm countering him, bro. He's done after this video.
That's anywhere from 1 to 3.5 years.
You're done.
And then you got these regional...
Really, Baldur's Gate 3 came to Xbox and I don't know how long it was. It definitely came before the end of the year. And that game's on Xbox.
Exclusive for just games from different regions that are just biased and hate Xbox that just release on PlayStation. So what happens is you have the situation where the PlayStation will get every game.
Why are you stuttering?
Xbox will get games it releases, and your typical major third-party games, but they miss out on a lot of games like Wukong, Black Myth.
Hold on, whoa! You better relax, bro. You're saying that Xbox is missing on Black Myth, Wukong? Excuse me? That game is coming to Xbox. You do know that.
That's not coming to Xbox.
It's not. You really want to stand on it? You really want to go on this hill and stay? You really gonna do this?
When but they opted to skip it because they didn't prioritize it. We know Baldur's Gate 3 skipped it, and they didn't feel like...
Baldur's Gate 3 is on Xbox.
Like they need to prioritize that.
You're just saying that these games are completely skipping Xbox, but Gears E-Day, Perfect Dark, South of Midnight, all these games are skipping PlayStation. Yes, Microsoft is going to bring them games on a case-by-case basis, but PlayStation 5 is also missing on a few games too, brother, and ain't nobody saying nothing. So I don't understand where's this whole conflict or this whole confrontation that you got going on with Xbox, because PlayStation's missing out on a few experiences as well as Xbox. Okay, Xbox ain't getting SNK versus Capcom. Maybe they might get it in the inevitable future. And these games just don't have that weight. I know people say, oh, Microsoft, you should still push. It don't, to be honest, it really don't have that weight, man. It don't. It doesn't have the same weight, and you people know this. Okay, so it skips Xbox. So what are you going to be playing? Is Gears E-Day coming to PS5? Is Perfect Dark coming to PS5? You see what I'm saying?
There's another game. There's plenty of stories, right?
Unbelievable, bro.
So my thing is, okay, Xbox. Not only are you losing games to other publishers on your platform,
okay,
by you releasing your games on your platform, that makes your platform less desirable to other publishers because, okay, you're releasing games on PlayStation.
Wow.
Kill Xbox because the thing is that
wow,
it's like
you don't even know what he's talking about.
Would it like they're not putting the value back in their platform, you know?
Bruh, this has got to be one of Kidsmoove's worst looks ever, bro. Like, just admit it, man. You're a pony bot and you have no confidence in Xbox. Just admit it, bro. I would respect you more if you would just be honest.
Game Pass obviously is a thing, but the Xbox is commercially is not doing as great as it should be. It's not selling as well as the PlayStation, and they're not.
That doesn't mean the consoles. The PlayStation 5 is not outselling the Nintendo Switch, but that doesn't mean the PS5 is not doing well. You see, you guys want to completely nitpick and use certain aspects to essentially push agendas. I can do the same thing with Xbox. At the end of the day, all three of these companies are doing well. Sony's doing well enough, but how well would that be when the inevitable future comes when consoles cease to exist? Sony's not preparing themselves for the future.
I never thought Xbox was even competitive enough at all in the last 10 years. I don't think they...
Bruh, this is the worst look, bro. Xbox was never competitive. Dead Rising 3, Forza, when these games came out on the Xbox One. Really? You want to sit there and act like Xbox wasn't doing the same thing during that period? You're going to act like they didn't try to drop Gears 4 in favor of Uncharted 4? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Just like I said, bro, stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap, bro. You can sit there and say that, oh, Xbox, PS4. Okay, so PS4 did well in a lot of departments as well. But don't go as far to say that, bro. You're doing too much.
Competed in the right way.
What do you mean the right way? The fanboy way? Because the fanboy way ain't the way making the money.
I understand Xbox in-game to try to get there, but I feel like they're not in the position to dictate where the market should go.
How so? PlayStation games that get ported to PC go through Windows operating system. Most games that run on Steam run through Windows. Microsoft owns that. On top of a lot of games, even from Nintendo, are using the Havoc engine, which is something that's owned by what, guys? Microsoft, Call of Duty, all these things that Sony has to go talk to Microsoft in regards to these aspects, skins, whatever the case. They own it. Therefore, they're the market leader. You tell me any PlayStation game that Sony owns is in the top 10. You won't, because it's going to be Call of Duty. It's going to be Fallout. It's going to be one of those games. It's going to be one of those Xbox games that Microsoft owns. You people know this, man. Stop capping. Candy Crush, World of Warcraft, and you want to sit there and talk about Microsoft has no power in the gaming industry? They have so much power so that you guys are out here port begging for games. Man, whatever, bro.
Oh.
Whatever.
I'll tell you, if PlayStation did everything Xbox is doing, with them being at the top of the mountain, them being the market leader, it actually makes more sense for PlayStation to do what Microsoft is doing than the Xbox. Xbox still
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Has to capture the console market, or at least a decent share of it. PlayStation is running out of people to sell to. So it actually makes sense for PlayStation to go PC and like, hey, you know what? Let's recuperate another, 500,000, units, and let's sell on Xbox, let's sell on Nintendo. They can actually do that and not actually have a negative impact.
Why? Because of favoritism? So it's only bad when Xbox do it, but when PlayStation does it, it's not a problem?
Xbox, what happens is it's like a crater effect. Their platform is becoming less relevant, less desirable.
Really? Less relevant, but yet PlayStation fanboys talk nothing about it. So irrelevant that PlayStation fans are port begging for Xbox games. Explain to me where Xbox is becoming irrelevant. Because all you PlayStation fanboys do is talk about it.
With that being said, I'm still looking forward to it.
Because when the Wii U was failing, ain't nobody talked about the Wii U. Ain't nobody cared. You brought up the Wii U, you be a laughing stock of the community. Nobody even made articles. Nobody made videos. You make these things because in your brain, you're like, it leads for an interesting conversation. Because you guys know that Microsoft is in control of everything you do. You know it. So you have to do these takes.
Looking forward to Indiana Jones. I'm not overly... I can wait only because if the games come out in December, I'm not rushing December's arrival. I mean, I like the summer, I like the spring, I like warm weather, so I'm not sitting around wasting days waiting for Indiana Jones to come out to play it in December. I was like, whatever, I can wait. You know what I mean? I'm not like I don't.
Wow, all this over games,
day and date. Nobody understands it. I think they need to be better messaging.
They don't message what?
Right.
Message the fact that you can play your games everywhere. Ain't this like this? But it's so crazy that Microsoft was known for being anti-consumer. Now that they're being friendly for the consumers, there's a problem. Microsoft could have gatekeep Doom Dark Ages, but they chose not to. Why not? They get money, and they know there's a lot of people that like Doom on the PlayStation. Why do that? That only hurts your games, man. What do you people don't understand? I can name you plenty of examples of franchises that Sony don't even come out with no more because they would rather keep the games exclusive than to drop them on multiple platforms. I'm not saying Doom Dark Ages couldn't just do well being an Xbox game only, but Microsoft says, why not? We're hurting the community. We're hurting our fans. Why do this? All you're doing is help populating their games as well as giving them money. It's a win-win for everybody. And then on top of that, Xbox gamers get the benefit of playing it through their own subscription, a subscription what they're more likely paying for. So what is the problem?
Xbox should be really in a situation where, honestly, the Series X and the Series S should just be dirt cheap. Make it dirt cheap. If you never sell a console,
bro. Unbelievable, bro.
It's going to be good for the console.
So you rather have them take a loss. Well, I mean, they're already taking losses on the consoles already. You want Microsoft to take more of a loss? Yeah, that's even more of a reason why these companies don't care enough for hardware.
In the end, I don't think it's going to be good for the platform in the end. Sure, at the end of the day, Microsoft will be probably a couple $1 billion richer. But at the end,
therefore, that means they won.
At the end of the day, if that billions of dollars of them being $1 billion richer doesn't translate to a better experience for me as a gamer on the Xbox, then it doesn't help me at all.
But what are you talking about? It is a better experience. You're playing these games day and day through a subscription service. PlayStation, you got to buy it for $70. What are you talking about, bro? On top of Gears E-Day and games that are probably more likely not coming to PlayStation. Let's talk about the games that are more likely not coming. Why are you guys so fixated on the games that are, but not fixated on the games that are not? Because you want to push narratives. That's all it is, bro. And people are getting sick and tired of it because you people don't want to sit back and enjoy gaming for what it is. Xbox still has a lot of value. PlayStation 5 has a decent amount. I mean, Silent Hill 2 Remake, I'm more likely going to play it. It looks like an interesting game. But let's not forget, it's on PC. It doesn't matter to me. I'm playing the game. But go ahead.
So, I'm not being a doom and gloomer. I'm not a doom and gloomer.
That's exactly what you are.
Or anything like that.
That's exactly what you are, bro. You've been doing it for 10 years.
I'm not going to make a bunch of GIFs or memes or anything. It's just like, it's frustrating.
Bro, you just made one right now, bro. They're going to be called Gamesta Ended Kidsmoove's Whole Career.
Because I thought this year was supposed to be Xbox Best Year, and I think it's literally in line, if not worse than last year. The biggest game I was looking forward to is not coming out this year. The second biggest game, I guarantee it, right? Xbox is going to be dry as a desert the first half of 2025 because that
Real, bruh, you're doing too much. You're doing too much, bro. You're doing too much, and I'm gonna tell you why. You just said that Xbox is gonna be dry in 2025. I have one game pretty early that's coming out. That's coming out for Xbox. Avoid. So why are you gonna sit there and avoid? Like that doesn't make sense to me, bro. You just said it's gonna be dry on Xbox. Then tell me what game that on PlayStation that's gonna, make sure that it's all nice and replenished. Because I can't think of a game on PlayStation either.
Xbox is allergic to the first 3 quarters.
And you want to call yourself an Xbox fanboy? Here. Man, I got more respect for MBG and Dreamcast guy because at least they stand on business. At least they stand on what they say. They could be wrong, but at least they stand on what you say. I don't like this flip-flop and stuff you do, man.
And they're going to be releasing Indiana Jones on PlayStation while Xbox is just waiting for like Fable and probably waiting for Avowed because of Avowed probably wouldn't make its February 18th release date.
What?
Yeah,
seeing like there's a lot of doom and gloom. You just said Xbox had nothing for 2025, and then you mentioned Avoid. Bro, like I said, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you share this to Kidsmoove and let all these people at Pony Bots understand that you guys are just bad for gaming and you're bad for business, and I'm happy to see Microsoft is not catering to you. I'm happy to see that Sony's dropping majority of their games on PC because you people are not helping the gaming industry. You guys are harming it. You are harming it all because of, I mean, you're 40 years old, bro, talking about how you angry about Xbox putting the game on PlayStation. Like, this is, and PlayStation fanboys do the same thing. Like, it's ridiculous, man. I'm out of here, bro. Take care.